David entered and pushed Michelle onto the ground. After pushing Michelle onto the ground, David got on top of Michelle and put his forearm to her neck area, where she stated to me that she was having difficulty breathing.
If you get out early or something like that, get a hold of him. He'll get you in here so I can sentence you. He's going to work on a treatment program because I want you in treatment. I don't want to put you in jail again. I want you in treatment. All right. So in the meantime, I'll put you on a personal bond on these. So that means if they release you and you don't come in here, now you violated my bond. Understood? Or if you get into new charges after you get out of there. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you screw up on bond? Counsel, is that all clear enough?
It is, Judge. I was going to ask the court to keep her running half on so she'd be approving credits concurrent, but I understand the court.
I don't want her to.
I understand.
Because if I'm going to send her to treatment, I want to hammer over your head to make sure you're going to treatment.
Understood, Judge.
Normally I'm pretty good about that stuff. The other thing is we've got a file here that you owe us money on from 2015. I'm closing that and giving you some Oakland County jail time credit. Just close it out.
Thank you.
All right? I've given you a lot of grace today. So seriously.
6 months in the county jail as part of this disposition, so that it doesn't
Like jail at all.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather have her in treatment programs.
Yeah, and that's what she wants.
How do we
can't get out until May.
I'll see some of those.
So she won't get out until May, but she can
Schedule
programs
sentencing in May.
in May. Okay. That's fine.
I defer.
You don't care when I sentence.
I defer to you. You know more.
No, I'd rather get her out of, where's she at?
She's she's here, but
No, I mean-
she's serving for Oakland County.
I'd rather get her out of, get that done and come in here and let's get her in a treatment program. That'll give you a lot of time to figure a program out.
Yeah, that works. Perfect. All right.
All right, People versus Parks, appearances, please.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Mohammed I'm head people P86771.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Jonathan Cohen, D86151, appearing on behalf of Ms. Ryan Parks, present in custody. Can you figure it?
Brian Burns.
Thank you. All right, guys, put the deal on the record.
So, Judge, my understanding based off of my discussions with the OIC and the officers involved is they approved the plea in this case, which is reducing the both possession counts to use and the receiving concealing would be reduced to joyriding attempt.
Attempt joyriding, right? Correct, counsel?
That's correct, Your Honor. And that's our understanding that each of those would be 1 year maximum in 2 years.
All right, Ms. Parks, do you understand your rights and options after discussing those with counsel? You understand the possible penalty for these 3 charges? Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today to the added charges? Counsel, would you voir dire and get me the facts I need for a November 21, 23 incident date?
Yes, November 21, 2023, Ms. Parks, were you, grab mine.
What do you want to know? Location? Van Buren Township.
Yeah, were you located at approximately 915 Belleville in Van Buren Township? Were you in possession of a vehicle at that time? Did that vehicle belong to you? Did you take that vehicle without authority from the owner?
Yes.
But did you intend to return the vehicle?
Yeah.
Did you also use on that date time fentanyl? Did you also use cocaine?
Gentlemen, you satisfied? So am I. I'll dismiss the original counts 1, 2, and 3. So do you have an actual out date from Oakland yet?
May 5th.
May 5th? Are you in any kind of a treatment program now? There?
And in a please.
All right. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I've accepted your plea on these charges. I'm just making a note in the file. We're going to sentence you after May 5. So keep in contact with him. If you get out early or something like that, get a hold of him. He'll get you in here so I can sentence you. He's going to work on a treatment program because I want you in treatment. I don't want to put you in jail again. I want you in treatment. All right. So in the meantime, I'll put you on a personal bond on these. So that means if they release you and you don't come in here, now you violated my bond. Understood? Or if you get into new charges after you get out of there. So raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you screw up on bond? Counsel, is that all clear enough?
It is, Judge. I was gonna ask the court to keep her on and have fun, so she'd be improving credits concurrent, but I understand the court.
I don't want her to.
I understand.
Because if I'm gonna send her to treatment, I want to hammer over your head to make sure you go to treatment.
Understood, Judge.
Normally I'm pretty good about that stuff. The other thing is we've got a file here that you owe us money on from 2015. I'm closing that and giving you some Oakland County jail time credit and just close it out.
Thank you.
All right? I'll give you a lot of grace today. So seriously.
Judge, we have discussed this at length, and as I previously indicated, we have some preliminary matters that we need to work.
What are they?
So, Your Honor, I guess some things, but first is that, I have requested of the people, to provide what text, or what I would call a statement that was made by the complainant, about this case. I believe it's a signed statement, it's a signed written statement, and I believe it to be potentially exculpatory and also certainly useful for impeachment. It's my understanding that the people the people as a whole are refusing to do that. So that's the first issue, right?
Well, let's take them one at a time.
It's kind of tied together. I am also asking the court to consider adjourning this matter because it's my understanding that either way the people intend to proceed via hearsay, via the domestic violence hearsay rule. I did not anticipate that in any way in this case, and I would ask the court, in addition with the issue of the statement, I would ask the court to consider a brief adjournment of the matter. There are some issues that, as we move forward, I would like to address as it relates to violence, as it relates to that as well.
All right. Why would you not want him to have the statement?
Judge, maybe approach.
Well, better question. Why would he not be entitled to the statement?
Judge, maybe approach.
Sure.
And then we'll make a record of the conversation.
All 1,000. Go around.
And can I request a protective order for it?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So we're back on the record with the Tallis matter. I have reviewed the report in question, and I do believe it's something that defense should be entitled to, and I will order release to Mr. Bickert with a protective order, so it's for Mr. Bickert's eyes and Mr. Tallis's eyes only. Agreed?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Any more clarification necessary?
No, Your Honor. Not as to that issue.
All right. Now, as to the adjournment.
As to the adjournment, Your Honor, I'm asking the court to consider an adjournment. I was not aware of this statement, so today.
That's problematic.
Asking the court to consider a brief adjournment and prepare for the exam. I have no objection.
I do. I hate adjournments. December 23, December 30, or January 8.
I asked for the soonest possible day, Your Honor, which leads time into the next.
That's December 23. What time, Heather? 1 o'clock, December 23.
That's fine. Your own. I'm sorry, December 23rd?
Yep,
Which is a Monday?
yep. Unless you want to be here on 25th, which my family would not appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm that's what hesitation on is. I think my family might appreciate the 23rd. But I will take
Your option, 23rd or 30th.
both there, figure it out.
All right, so we're going to talk bond next.
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe the bond is 20,000 personal, cannot return to the Houston address, no contact with Erica Buchanan, and no alcohol or drugs. Are we all on the same page with what the current conditions are?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Your Honor, we're not asking for, a change in any of those numbers or anything. What the situation is, and I apologize, Your Honor, I know that Mr. Tallis is not at his home because of the no contact. It is my understanding, and I believe there's some corroboration that is that, this is kind of a difficult situation, but there's another person that was in a break-in, in essence, or at least a destruction of property. I wouldn't say break-in. I think the allegation was brick was possibly broken.
Okay.
And that's why I was changing, or possibly a malicious destruction situation. Either way, a window was broken out at my client's home. I don't know who it was, what kind of know who it was there, et cetera, et cetera. He has no contact, his children at the home. Greg was,
Phones 5960. I represent Mr. Disney and we are ready to have a preliminary examination. Obviously, I have no objection to the OIC, hanging out, testifying or whatever makes him comfortable on this. Maybe fall after him.
Judge, is a preliminary matter of requesting mutual order of sequestration.
Granted, sir, you can have a seat. How's it going? Excellent. Can we get going, guys?
I have a stipulation with defense counsel.
Love stipulations. Go ahead. I said love stipulations. Go ahead.
I stipulated it's late.
To the defendant's prior conviction, specifically the 2023 delivery charge.
Okay,
He's right. I did tell him I would do that.
thank you. Anything else?
First witness is Officer Gasnow.
Did you catch that, Ken?
Gasnow? Yes. Thank you.
Do they call him Casanova?
They did in his younger days. He was really late. How did you get what you did?
No, it's in there.
Officer, come on up front. Raise your right hand as you're walking up here. Swear or affirm, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth today. Watch your step on my ramp right here and settle yourself in that chair. After you're settled in, state your name, spell your last name for Heather, please.
Kyle Hasno, spelled AYLEKASENOW.
Say it again.
Kyle Hasno.
Casno?
Hasno.
Casno. Like Cas, no. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Officer Gasnow. Are you currently?
Casno.
Gasnow, my apologies. Officer Gasnow, are you currently employed?
Yes.
Who's your employer?
In your township. Police department.
Okay, and in what capacity are you employed there?
Police officer.
Okay, and were you employed in that capacity on September 17th, 2024?
Yes.
Okay, did you work that date?
Yes.
Did you work that date by yourself or with a partner?
I was with myself in the vehicle, but I had other officers.
Okay, and on that day of September 17th, 2024, did your duty take you at or near the location of 44911 Ecorse Road?
Yes.
Okay, is that located in the city of Van Buren Township,
Yes.
County of Wayne?
Yes.
Okay, and what took you to that location?
Dispatch call for a domestic violence complaint.
Okay, and what did you do when you made that location?
As I was approaching the location, I was met with victims. When I stepped on my vehicle, I spoke with them.
Okay, and do you recall what the name of the victims were?
Yes, Benny and Michelle.
Okay, and do you recall, did you learn as part of your investigation why they were at that location?
Yes, the residents of the location.
Okay, and did you locate a defendant shortly after at that location? And did you learn what that individual's reason for being at that location was?
That's what I was at the location.
Okay, and you have a discussion with Michelle Disney and Benny Disney?
Correct.
Okay, and what was the discussion with Michelle?
Objection if hearsay if he's asking for it, shall say.
The judge, pursuant to the rules of 768.27C, using the DB exception, which will let an officer testify to hearsay statements when the case stems out of a domestic violence case.
Mr. Jones.
We just want the record to reflect.
That's it. You don't have to jump, Mr. Jones.
I just want the record to reflect that the two complaining witnesses were subpoenaed here last week as well, chose not to show up. Can we stipulate that?
Correct. I will agree, Judge.
And with that, I accept what I anticipate will be your ruling on the issue, because I know not to argue with you when you rule on such issues.
Thank you, and I will allow it.
Thank you. And what was that discussion with Michelle?
She advised me that she was hit in the face by her son.
Okay, so how did that begin? What did she tell you from the beginning?
So when I pulled up on scene, there was blood coming from their face, both of them. I asked them where they came from. They said that they were struck in the face. She advised me that she was struck approximately 4 times. Didn't Benny advise me to use my face, approximately one time?
Okay, did she, in
They took, just so the record's clean, if we can make a record, I object to what Benny said. They say you're lying.
well, Judge, again, it's pursuant to the DDA section 768.27C.
And I'll allow it.
Stipulation that Benny was
Yep.
supposed to be here today, and last week, and he's not, right? No, is it fair?
Correct, the victims were both subpoenaed to appear here today and have both failed to appear. But their statements to the police officer would be coming in through 766.
And I'll allow it. And I'll also let Mr. Jones make his record.
Understood.
Okay, go ahead.
In the discussion with the victim, Michelle, did you learn how this began?
Yeah, it began, they were woken up, from their son, wrecking a shotgun in their kitchen.
Did you learn where they were?
They were in their bedroom.
I'm sorry. They being Benny and Michelle?
Benny and Michelle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge.
Yeah, thank you, Judge, for your time. Okay, and what happened?
They stated, Benny and Michelle stated to me, that their son David entered the room, turned on the lights, they began arguing. After they began arguing, he pulled the blankets and the pillow away from Michelle. After this proceeded, David entered and, pushed Michelle onto the ground. After pushing Michelle onto the ground, David got on top of Michelle and put his forearm to her neck area, where she stated to me that she was having difficulty breathing.
Okay, now, do you recall did she ever advise you what initially woke her up?
She advised to me that, the wrecking of the shotgun was what initially woke her up.
Okay, and then was it shortly after that, is that when the defendant entered the room, turned on the lights?
Correct.
Okay, and,
Well, Judge, I'm gonna object to that because I presume the officer wasn't there, so he probably has no personal knowledge. Alternatively, if he were asked, then he would continue to allow the exception to hearsay, we're in a different place, but I gotta try and keep it on the same note.
Yeah, let's make sure that at this point he's testifying as to what he was told by Michelle.
okay, correct. Did Michelle tell you, what woke her up?
She did.
What did she tell you woke her up?
Michelle told me that the shotgun being racked was what woke her up.
Okay, and did she tell you, how she felt when she was being, was she being choked? Is that what you said? The forearm was at her neck? Is that what she told you?
Correct.
Okay, did she tell you whether or not she passed out?
She did say that she did not lose consciousness.
Okay, did she tell you, how long the forearm was at her neck?
I do not recall.
Okay, did she tell you whether or not she had trouble breathing?
She did mention that she had
What did she say exactly?
That she had trouble breathing.
Okay,
I heard that one.
okay, and what else did she tell you, if anything?
Michelle mentioned, what happened after that with Benny grabbing a stick. And
Okay.
then he struck David in the head, approximately 7 to 8 times.
Okay, and did Benny tell you why he struck the defendant?
Benny mentioned that he was trying to get David off of Michelle.
Okay, and did Benny or Michelle tell you of any statements that the defendant made during this interaction?
Benny and Michelle mentioned that, David was stating that he was gonna hurt them, harm them, kill them.
Okay. Did Benny or Michelle ever tell you how they felt during this interaction?
Yes, Benny and Michelle both mentioned that they were feared for their life.
And did you observe the victims at this location?
Yes.
Okay.
Let the record reflect he showed me the pictures that he wants to admit into evidence.
Thank you. So almost consult their witness limits.
Sure, make that 3 pictures.
Thank you. Put that smile off your face. Mohammed, wipe that smile off your face.
I'm sorry?
Wipe that smile off your face.
Oh, yeah, it's hard. Officer, I've handed you what's been marked as People's Proposed Exhibit number 1. Do you recognize it?
Yes.
Okay, now, how do you recognize that?
I recognize the, title to Benny's head.
Okay, and who is, so who is that in the People's Proposed Exhibit number 1?
That's Benny, Disney.
Okay, and how do you recognize him? Okay, and was that how he appeared at the scene?
Correct.
Okay, and to the best of your recollection, does that appear to be a fair and accurate representation of the individual, Benny, the victim that you observed on the scene?
Correct.
Okay, does that photo appear to be altered or manipulated in any way?
No.
Judge, I'll move into evidence, proposed exhibit number 1.
I'll stipulate to it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That goes to the other two as well, whichever.
That's helpful. Thank you.
Judge, I'd like
I learned from watching you.
to publish to the court.
Thank you.
Okay, and you learned anything else from what the victims told you?
Benny and Michelle both mentioned to me, that after Benny had struck him in the head, that Benny grabbed him up while on the ground, like a bear hug. And then that's when David calmed down, and then all three of them proceeded outside onto the porch. That's when David, became upset again. That's when Benny and Michelle mentioned that David punched Benny in the nose, the Bridger's nose one time, and then David punched Michelle in her head 4 times, approximately 4 times.
Okay. And when you made this, were you able to locate a suspect? Okay. That individual that you observed at that location, do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Can you please point to that individual and point out an article of clothing?
The record can reflect he's identified my client.
Thank you.
Okay. And what did you do when you observed the suspect at that location?
Me and my fellow officer, Officer McGregor, called him to us, which we first asked him to lay on the ground and put his hands to the side. He did not comply to that, but he did walk over to us, and that's when we took him into custody.
Okay. No further questions.
Mr. Jones.
Thank you. How are you?
Good, sir, how are you?
Just living the dream page. So I have a couple of questions for you. Why don't you describe, let's start with this. Why don't you describe for Judge Oakley what my client looked like when he encountered me?
So I noticed that he had multiple injuries to his head. We observed him to be very bloody, from the top of his head to the back of his head.
Okay. I sent you an email of some pictures, correct?
Correct.
And you had an opportunity to review them.
Correct.
And I trust you shared them with Brother Counsel?
I did not know.
Probably not. Bad office. But we'll testify later. Anyway, so you saw the pictures, right?
Correct.
And in these pictures, my client's head was stapled shut, right?
Correct.
He had received in excess of 8 staples to his head as a result of Benny's, whatever it is that Benny did?
Correct.
Okay. Now, is it a fair statement that 2 wrongs don't make a right?
Yes.
Okay, is it also a fair statement that what you observed and the damage to my client violently exceeded what happened to either one of his parents?
Possibly.
Possibly. Did any of them require medical attention?
They both denied medical treatment.
I see. Did any of them require stitching or stapling, as you know?
Not to my awareness.
Huh. What about my client? Did he receive medical attention?
He did.
And a fair statement that you were involved in him receiving it?
I was on the scene for it, but I was not involved with providing the aid.
Alright. Well, I can do it a different way. Did you take my client into custody?
Correct.
Is it your understanding that while he remained in the custody of your police department, he was taken for medical treatment?
Correct.
do you have any reason to believe that that was anything but absolutely and immediately necessary?
No, it's necessary.
Now, did you go into the home?
I did.
Did you see the shotgun?
Correct, yes, I did.
Where was it?
It was in the living room.
Who was holding it?
Nobody was holding it, I was lying there.
Where were the three individuals who allegedly were involved in this incident?
When I arrived, all three were outside.
Was it communicated to you that they were afraid of being shot? They being, sorry, Judge.
Thank you.
They being Benny and Michelle.
They did not mention being shot.
Oh, they weren't afraid of being shot?
They mentioned being feared for their life, but they did not specifically say being shot.
Okay. Did you see anything in the house that would have created more fear of an immediate death besides the shotgun?
Not that I observed.
Okay. But Benny took the shotgun into custody to make sure no one could access it, right?
Benny, from what I know, Benny did not touch the gun.
Okay. Where's the gun stored?
Currently?
No.
I don't know where the gun was.
Who owns the gun?
Benny mentioned that David owns the gun.
Did you do any investigation to verify who owns the gun?
I personally did not. My sergeant Phillips is the one who spoke with Kevin on the phone.
And did you know whether or not he followed up?
I believe so.
And do you have any idea what he might have learned?
I do not.
Is she outside?
He is not.
That's a shame. Okay. You know the word. But we'll come back to that. All right. So, when you were told that Michelle was being held down, did you draw the conclusion that it was against her will?
I believe so.
And what did you understand was placed on her neck?
His forearm.
Just to be clear, his would be David?
David's forearm.
Thank you.
And no one said that the gun was in his hands at this point in time, right?
Correct.
So their testimony to you, albeit not under oath, was that he racked the shotgun, assaulted Michelle, but didn't use the gun to assault Michelle.
Correct.
And you never saw him with the gun, did you?
I did not.
And if I understood you correctly, you didn't do anything to verify that David owns the gun, did you?
Correct.
Did the gun get run for prints?
Do not believe so. I'm not sure.
Do you have anything you can share with us this afternoon that would indicate that David was ever in possession of it?
I do not.
How big is Benny?
Are you talking about height and weight wise?
Yeah.
I can't honestly do a detail right now. I don't want to throw the numbers up there.
Where's the stick that Benny said he hit my client with?
I believe it's still at the residence. It was photographed and left at the scene.
Do you know why it wouldn't have been taken into custody as potential evidence?
I'm not sure.
Where's the gun?
It was taken for evidence.
Was it your understanding that there was a battery done with the stick?
Yes,
And you saw this?
I did.
Can you describe it for us?
It was a yellow, long pole, used as an extender for painting. I observed the end to be some kind of metal. I don't know if it was aluminum or what, but
In looking at the stick, did you draw the conclusion that used as a weapon, it could do significant damage?
yes,
Consistent with what happened in my client's head?
yes.
Oh, good, thank you.
Redirect.
No, but
Officer, you can step down. Watch your step. Thank you. Didn't know if someone will stand. Did a nice job. Next witness.
No written witness.
I'm assuming you don't have any?
Well, normally that would be true. I think I wanna see if I can learn a thing or two from the OIC.
Okay. That you? Okay, come on up.
Okay, it's in the OIC chair, so.
Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Swear firm to tell the truth, all truth, nothing but truth? Yes, sir. Saturday. When you're ready.
Will you please tell the court?
Oh, I'm sorry, put your name on.
John Bettendorf, Detective John Bettendorf from Van Buren Township.
I didn't get the back part.
With Van Buren Township Detective.
What capacity?
A detective? Yeah, here.
And what's your role in this case?
Just sent the warrant back downtown.
Okay. Did you do any investigation?
There was none to do, no. I just sent it down.
Did you review the evidence?
Just in the case file.
Did you ever interview any witnesses?
Not, no, sir.
Were you aware that the weapon was left at the scene?
Yeah.
Did a subsequent decision be made to take a look at that?
No.
Was anything done to determine ownership of the gun?
It's in the report, registered to all, the owner is David Disney.
And did you ever, so you never went to the residence?
No, sir. No.
I got nothing else. Thank you.
No.
You step down, John. Thanks. I'm ready for argument, fellas.
Judge, I believe that testimony reflects the question of fact. For the prior fact, I'm going to reserve argument.
Mr. Jones.
Well, I think there's a question of fact, however, I don't think it would arise to resolve the attempted to create bodily harm less than murder, which I believe is the principal charge. Counsel?
Correct. Count one.
Yeah, the testimony was never that there was a fear of losing consciousness or losing of consciousness. The testimony was that he didn't seem to have the gun in his hand, or that didn't cause fear. So while politely and legally, I don't think there's a question about whether or not there was fear. I don't think the facts support the initial. I think the best was GBH.
Argument.
But in regards to the GBH, I believe the testimony reflected the forearm was placed onto the victim's neck, and even though she didn't lose consciousness, I don't think she has to. So I think the testimony reflects that she had trouble breathing, which I think is sufficient enough for probable cause. Thus, I'd still move for a binding over all counts.
Mr. Jones, anything else?
Nothing to respond to both of us.
I don't know what blacks would say about the definition of the word suffocation, but trouble breathing would fit it for me. And I think that's all that's necessary for it to get downtown. I'm going to bind over on all counts. AOI date will be 2 weeks from today at 9 a.m. I will wish you gentlemen luck downtown. Bond is continued, gentlemen?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Judge. Have a wonderful holiday.
You as well.
I have to have a word with Ms. Ortiz.
Hey, Mohammed, come here. Why were you so rough on Miss Farage?
What?
Why'd you give Miss Farage such a hard time?
But Judge, I'll talk to you at a later.
I'm going to Brian.
Good to see you. Did you? I haven't seen him for a while.
It's like if I didn't know you, you'd be the nicest guy I know.
But smooth. See how smooth he is? It's always so forced with you. Jonathan,
Yes.
he needs some sycophant lessons.
What?
'Cause he's not as smooth as you. He's like a real.
Standard to compare somebody you love, right?
It's
At least my understanding.
get to the ask.
I'm sorry. And I know it's a difficult situation, but my client is asking if there's any possibility that he could return home. I understand that is a huge request in a case like this. However,
Let me stop you right there. Is Miss Buchanan here?
she's not, I don't believe so.
The only way I consider is if I could talk to her. That's the only way I'll consider. I'll make myself available. We'll try to do something on Zoom if we need to. After I'm sure she's talked to the victim's advocate and she tells me that she wants me to be able to come home, then I'll consider changing the bond.
What would be the best way for me to get that heard?
Talk to Heather.
Understood. Thank you.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Goodbye.
Well, I'm sorry, Judge, should we have a time for the exam on the 23rd?
1 o'clock.
Thank you.
All right.
We're running on Stanley.
I'm sorry, Stanley?
Yes.
All right. Appearances, please.
Mohammed Abraham. He is.
Oh, hold on. That's Mr. Bickards. Go, that's all right.
Good. Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Sorry about this.
Appearance on Stanley.
Mr. Stan. Should be in your Zoom room.
No, he should be here. It's a live exam.
Fair enough. That's absolutely true, Your Honor.
He's not
And
there.
he called me. He called me and I apologize, Your Honor, but he was the one that was literally just sending that ID to.
Okay.
He called, indicated he thought he was supposed to be on Zoom. I know how that part works. I indicated that it's not.
Hold on. I gotta cut you off. Was that 2 hours ago that somebody told him he was supposed to be here live? Because you and I had this conversation earlier today.
We had, 1:30. Yeah.
1:30. It's 3:20, and he lives in Romulus. He could have literally walked there by now.
We discussed that because I asked, I said, it doesn't sound like with that, because he said, look, I have no right. I said, sir, where are you at? I couldn't leave. Or as I may have actually been to go get. It sounded like he was too far to walk, but again, I understand what the court is saying.
Too far for a lazy ass to walk.
I understand what the court is saying. I did ask Mr. Stanley to stay, to kind of stay put and stay by the phone, because at the time, Your Honor, and I will admit this was an hour ago, but there was an ongoing exam. I couldn't ask the court, and I couldn't ask Mr. Muhammad, and so I just told him.
This ain't on you, Mr.
I understand that, so I told him to hang tight. So that's
He
where
didn't do that. So you can tell him I'm issuing a bench warrant today.
that's where we're at. And that's that, Your Honor. Can I welcome Mr. Stanley in?
Sure.
Do we need to do that on an exam day, or can that be
Any day he wants to get the warrant off his back.
Oh,
Because there's a warrant on his back.
I anticipate that the court will see Mr. Stanley very, very soon.
Good, because I've got a few things I'd like to share with him.
Understood. So with that being said, Your Honor,
Have a nice day. You can tell him it's a 10,000 cash. Are you ready, Mr. Jones?
Of course, Judge.
Who's prosecuting? Is that you, Disney? Are you ready?
Most popular guy in Romulus for you.
Today he was. All right, gentlemen, your appearance for the People versus David Disney.
Your Honor, Mohammed on behalf of the people, P6771.
I'm sure, let me wish a wonderful afternoon to you and your unparalleled staff.
This video shows a busy courtroom session where the judge handles multiple cases back to back. The first case involves a woman the judge wants to send to a treatment program instead of jail. The second case, Parks, involves a plea deal on gerrymandering and drug possession charges. The most serious case is David Disney, a domestic violence incident involving his parents and a shotgun. A police officer testifies in detail how David choked his mother and punched his father. The defense lawyer counters that David suffered 8 staples to his head, far worse injuries than his parents. The judge binds the case over for a trial with bond conditions set. The video ends with another defendant making a shocking accusation against her own lawyer in open court.